5 o'clock news.
Well, he's a Vietnam War veteran who became a playwright.
Mike Sulsona realized he had a talent for writing after returning home from the war.
And as Fox 5's Linda Schmidt shows us, his experiences on the battlefield have helped him with his career in the entertainment industry.
I had to do something with my life.
So at 17 years old, his eyes turned toward the U.S. Marine Corps.
I went down and I joined. My mother had to sign.
Your mom had to sign for you?
Yeah, she had to sign.
By the age of 18, Mike Sulsona was a Marine.
They had a brotherhood, you could tell. Definitely see there's a difference in it. You know, so that attracted me to it.
Several months later, his life would change in ways he never could have imagined. He was headed to Vietnam. There were already signs, even to this teenager, that the military's mission was disorganized and chaotic.
When I get on the plane, they give us new weapons, M16s. We didn't know what they were like.
You hadn't trained with them?
We hadn't trained with them. We got them that night. A couple of days later, you know, I was out in the field. 7
months into his tour, Mike was on patrol with his unit when they came under enemy fire.
I think I took like 10 steps, and a battalion-size ambush broke out.
During the firefight, Mike was blown into the air.
I stepped on the landmine. I went like 20-something feet in the air, flipped around, landed on my back. They called in a medevac. The chopper came in, the first chopper came in under fire. They got rocketed, they took off. Second one comes in, lands, it gets rocketed, it takes off. A third chopper comes in, the doors in the back comes down. This fire team runs out with this medic. They pick me up under fire. They bring me in, you know, through, and the chopper takes off.
Mike's injuries were grave, his legs so badly mangled that a chaplain read him his last rites.
When they brought me in to the unit, the hospital, I remember screaming, giving me something to kill the pain.
At just 19 years old, this U.S. Marine faced the unimaginable. His legs had to be amputated. Mike spent about a year in the Naval Hospital in Philadelphia. You can see the agony and suffering on his mother's face. How do you adjust to something like that?
I don't know. I just, you know, I think part of it was being a Marine, and part of it was, you know, I'm alive, so I'm ahead of the game.
Sergeant Mike Sulsona was awarded the Bronze Star and the Purple Heart. But there were even more challenges ahead that he did not expect. This picture here, this is you. I mean, you've got to be about 20 years old. This is after you got out of the hospital in Philadelphia.
Right.
Like many Vietnam veterans, Mike did not get a warm welcome home from fellow Americans after serving in the unpopular war.
The neighbors actually came to my house and asked me to move.
He was living in downtown Brooklyn in a 3-story walk-up.
God bless my brother, Frankie. He used to carry me up 3 flights of stairs every time I came home. He put me on his back and he would take me upstairs 3 flights.
Despite Mike's struggle, he says his neighbors did not offer to help. Instead, they were aggravated at him for parking his car at a fire hydrant, the only open spot close to his home.
If I can get on a bus, if I can get on a train, if I had enough money to take a cab, I would do it. I don't want this car, you know, but I need it. It's like a wheelchair.
But this tough kid from Brooklyn was determined to live a meaningful, productive life. In the years that followed, he realized he had a talent for writing and graduated with honors with a Master of Fine Arts degree. He has written 23 plays, 35 productions, and 15 screenplays, and has won several awards, including an honor from the Kennedy Center for playwriting.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking! Yeah?
In the 1970s, he joined a theater company organized by Vietnam vets. He was featured in a news report on Channel 5 at the time, talking about consulting he had done for the Broadway play 5th of July. It starred actor Christopher Reeve as a Vietnam vet.
And it involved a double amputee, and I had to show the man how to walk.
And then came Hollywood. Here he is with movie director Oliver Stone and actor Tom Cruise. Stone, a Vietnam vet, tapped Mike for a scene in his 1989 hit movie Born on the 4th of July, which details the horrors of the war and the struggles vets faced.
After years, I've realized how important that movie was.
And many years later, the 4th of July played another major role in Mike's life.
3, 2, 1.
A few days before July 4th in 2019, Mike and his wife Frida were gifted a smart home from the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. He was the first Vietnam vet to receive one of the foundation's mortgage-free homes.
They're building homes. You know, to me, it's you're building lives.
And not just his life. As a mentor and service officer, Mike welcomes fellow vets into his home who are struggling and need help.
I put my name on the dotted line, you know, to be our brother's keeper.
It has been quite a journey, but through it all, this 71-year-old proud Marine did not lose hope. His motto, never turn your back on someone in need.
You have to embrace what it is to care. You can't blow people off. You can't do it. Whether they're a veteran, whether they're homeless.
You have to help.
Yeah.
Linda Schmidt, Fox 5 News.